Hello my loves, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Luna. Nice to meet ya. Today we're going to be talking about my honest Thrive experience. As you may or may not know, Thrive is an MLM, and I am still currently in the MLM. Now you might say, Luna, why are you in an MLM? Why? 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 Well, I'm about to tell you why I am with Thrive by Le-vel, as well as my honest review, which I am willing to guarantee you'll be able to tell it's genuine, because I'm going to tell you what products I don't think do shit, what products I like, and what I wish I had been told upon starting. The good, the bad, and the ugly. Otherwise, let's get into it. I wanted to quickly mention that I know right now is not the time for anybody to be pushing any MLM, because a lot of people are struggling with money right now. So if you are struggling with money, please remember that even if some of this, the petite part that is good, may sound like a sales pitch, this is purely my Thrive experience review. And if Thrive sounds like something that you want to do, if you don't have the money right now, that's fine. It'll be here. Or if you want to try to start now, that's fine too, because there is no buy-in. And you could work to get credits and then get your products free. Free. We'll get to that. There's a little catch to that. We'll get there. I just wanted to point that out there because I don't want anybody to think that I'm trying to push this right now, because I do understand, unlike some other people in MLMs, that money's rough right now. And it's disgusting to exploit that. So I in no way condone anybody that you see doing that. I just wanted to add that in. Despite your stance on MLMs, I hope that my sheer honesty will be refreshing for you. And I hope that if you are an anti-MLM-er, yes, those do exist, if you didn't know, I hope you will be able to recognize that I am not brainwashed or a hunbot. And yes, they really use those terms. Oh God, you can't make this shit up. Alright, let's get into it. Hi guys. I just needed to add in quickly. Please don't come for me in the middle of the video, or even the clip I might add into the beginning of the video, when my lipstick starts to melt down my face. Because I'm aware, but I am not willing to refilm it. Okay, thanks guys. Please know, going into this video, that this is my own personal opinion and review of the Thrive experience from a customer and promoter point. Please be respectful in the comments and allow me to have an opinion. Everybody is different, so maybe some people don't like Thrive. I haven't had anybody personally say that they don't like it. Everybody who has thrived with me has loved it. But there are people who don't like it, or their skin is sensitive and they can't use the patches, or just other things, you know. So there's people who don't like it, and that's okay. It's not for them. But there are many people who do love it, and you'll see my thoughts going into the video. I just want to put that out there, that this is just my opinion, and that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, If you don't know what MLMs are, that is multi-level marketing, which the multiple levels tend to be in a pyramid schematic, okay? Because you have one person here sells to two people here, those two people each sell to two people here, and it goes like that. So because this pyramid schematic is used, people came up with the real cute name pyramid scheme. And they will refer to any business model that has that tree schematic as a pyramid scheme, whether or not it actually falls under the category. Now, a lot of people will defend their MLMs by saying that if it was a pyramid scheme, it'd be illegal and it wouldn't exist. Or pyramid schemes, is it scheme or scam? I think I hear people call it either. Anyway, pyramid scam is when somebody takes your money and you don't give them a service or product. That's not necessarily the case. Now, I've seen one of two things happen in the comment section of videos like this, and that is comments are generally positive and the video was well received, or they're very, very negative with people calling it a scam or things like that. But it's usually apparent that it's people that haven't tried the product. I have no issue with somebody commenting their honest review and saying they didn't like it or so on and so forth. But I'd kind of like to know maybe the reason they didn't like it. Something about Thrive is that it is advertised as an 8-week experience. So when people say they tried a 3-day sample and didn't feel anything, that's not really a valid review. So we are going to talk a little bit about what the products are, the ones that they advertise you're supposed to use, and the ones that I actually do use, what I think of the products personally, because you do need to remember that everybody is different. So that's going to be why some people are going to say they don't like it, and some people are going to say they really do like it. And that is why I'm going to tell you the truth about all of these things and what I wish I had known. I haven't decided if I'm going to make a separate video about pro-MLM versus anti-MLM. Probably not, because I'm definitely not pro-MLM. It just so happened that I came across Thrive and it was a product I could stand behind. And they didn't ask for a buy-in fee. And when they say you sign up for free, you don't even have to enter a credit card. You really sign up for free. So that was a big plus for me. So first, let's talk about what is Thrive. I'm going to do an honest review on Thrive for you and my experience so far, the Thrive experience, if you will. If you don't know what Thrive is, it is 3 simple steps: a capsule, a shake, and a patch, which they call DFT, Dermafusion Technology. Those 3 simple steps, and then there's also a plus line with other steps if you have individual needs that you want to cater to. So that is what Thrive is. One thing I didn't count on, which was very positive, was Thrive helping me with my mental health. I'm getting a little ahead of myself because the normal Thrive would not have done that for me. The way I individualize it to fit me is what is doing that for me. We'll get there. But, little disclaimer I'd like to make here. Do not ever, no matter what a promoter says or anything like that, Never stop taking anything that is prescribed by your doctor and replace it with something like products from an MLM or Thrive or anything like that. It's great if it helps you also, or if you want to talk to your doctor, like, hey, I found this, here's the ingredients, what do you think? But basically never stop taking anything your doctor's prescribing you without talking to your doctor first. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about the products, what's in them, and how to take them. Which ones I like, and which ones I hate. Which ones I don't think does shit. So, the 3 steps are the premium lifestyle capsules, which come in men's and women's. The only difference is that the women's has 20 milligrams caffeine and the men's has 25 milligrams caffeine. They're the same price, and I'm sorry if you can hear the train that is outside. I don't know how long trains take, even though I hear multiple trains every day. I usually don't notice. So I'm not going to pause because I'm pretty sure it's at least 2 minutes. Let's see. Here are the ingredients for the capsule. You can pause it if you want to read it, if you can see that. Sorry if you can't. So, they say to take the capsules as soon as your feet hit the floor on an empty stomach. So that is step 1. Then, not immediately after, I think like at least 20 minutes after, I'm gonna be honest, I don't do the shakes. About 20 minutes to a half an hour after the capsule, you are supposed to mix or blend one of these packets here with 8 to 10 ounces of water, milk, or really anything you want. You can even blend it with ice and fruit if you want to make a smoothie. Here is the ingredients for the shake. It's a little better, right? The weird thing is that I don't like the shakes. I didn't give them much of a chance, to be honest, but I'm not a shake person, you know? I couldn't see myself making a shake every single day, especially in the morning while I'm getting ready. Like, yeah, right, I don't got time for that. So to me, shakes didn't seem simple. But the fact that you can literally mix it in a water bottle, well, if you have a funnel. The fact that you can literally mix it with anything real quick, I guess it is simple and fast, but I'm not going to be a shake person. I'm just, never have been, never going to be. That just wasn't for me. I tried a shake one time, but I really didn't give it a chance at all. Okay, these come in, this is apple pie, the green one. This one's chocolate. This one's vanilla. And they also come in strawberry. I tried chocolate and I mixed it, I think, with milk. And it didn't seem like it mixed up very well. I've heard it mixes up very well in just water. So, I mean, maybe it's just because I tried it in milk. And that was the only time I tried it, that one time. But, like I said, it's not something I could see myself doing every day regardless. And the only reason I have these is for sample packs, which are totally your discretion. It is not something you're required to buy at all, ever. But here's something that I wish I had known, and people below me wish they had known. And it's not something that Thrive necessarily hides from anybody. You can read it if you click on the details of the product. It'll tell you exactly what's in that box. But when you buy, say you buy all 3 steps together, okay? You're going to get 30 of these, which is 2 capsules, and you can take 1 if you want. So this could last you 2 months if you only take one a day. I digress. These come with 30, okay, for a month. The patches, no matter what kind of patches you get, come with 30 for a month. The shakes, however, come with 16 in a box, which is what comes with the set. So, it doesn't really make sense. Why are you going to give a half a month of one of the steps when you're giving a month of the rest? Now, after realizing that people needed to be told this, the best way that I have combated this is to tell people to get the canister for themselves. And then if they are making sample packs, that is when you would get these. Because that is the one good thing, is they offer canisters. So for your personal use, you can get a canister and you can just use less mix if you want. So instead of 16 servings, you can make it into 30 or 32, whatever. So that is a hack that I or the people under me wish they were told ahead of time, is that there is only 16 shake mixes in the single packet boxes when there is a full month supply of everything else. So if it's for you and you want it to last the whole month, you don't want to buy 2 boxes, either buy the canister or be aware when you open the box there's only 16 in there. Make them last to however you see fit. Either use half a packet or do the shake every other day, or be like me and don't do shakes at all. Right now, they have a retail special. I'm assuming it's because of what's going on right now, but right now they have a retail special that includes extra shakes. So it's literally like how it should have always been, and it has enough of all 3 steps for all 30 days in a month. Imagine that. So hopefully, I'm hoping that'll stay around because enough people have complained. So that's not for me. But that is essentially step 2. Step 3 is the patch, which we said, the DFT, Derma Fusion Technology, that we talked about. And these are the regular patches. They come in all these cute little different designs. There are other designs. I do not have them all because I also don't use the regular patch. And I don't really know anybody who does. People say that they don't work. When you hear that, they're talking about the regular patch. Just like I said, I don't think this did crap. What I use, and everybody's favorite as far as I know, is black labels. There's also white labels, which are the same exact thing, supposedly, but I like to swim at the gym, and I also like to go tanning here and there. You gotta wear a lot of lotion. And the white labels wouldn't stay on for either of those things when the black labels did. As you can see, of course, I am wearing my black label. Everybody seems to love the black label. The black label is where it's at. But I'm not a great voice to say if these might work better if you're taking all 3 steps because I didn't give the shakes a chance. But I told you I'd give you my honest review. So I don't think these do crap. Maybe if you're doing all 3 of those steps together, this is where it's at. One thing that people say is a huge difference for the black labels is that they help with mental health, like depression and anxiety. And if you hear what I said help. I didn't say treat. I said help. Okay? Okay. That goes back to that disclaimer. Do not stop taking your meds for either of those things or any mental health anything. talk to your doctor. But for me, and everybody I know who thrives, black labels help for their mental health. To the contrary, these don't do crap for their mental health. So, these are on the plus line. This is on the plus line. And then we're going to talk about Balance, which is on the plus line, and Sculpt, which is on the plus line. So these were also capsules. You can see they are empty now. There's a couple more in this one. And then these are capsules. So Balance I got for free 1 month. It was just a freebie that came with it. That is one thing I do like about Thrive is they have a lot of giveaways they do. You know, like buy this and this comes with it. And those are usually on weekends. So if you're paying money for your supply, or even if you're using credits, it's good to wait till the weekend. Balance didn't do anything for me. So we're putting that in the not for me pile. I wouldn't spend my money on that if I were you. That's just my review. Everybody's different. Sculpt, I've seen a little bit of a difference in my muscles, and I think that is what Sculpt is actually for. It's amino acid capsules, so it is supposed to burn fat and turn it into like lean muscle. So I'd say I've seen a little bit of a difference in my figure with Sculpt. I've only used it for a month because this too came free with these 3 steps. So if you are doing the traditional 3 steps, you might still be able to get the Sculpt with it, depending when you go to the site. That is something that comes with it often. So Sculpt I like. That was good. Balance is a no for me. And Expand is a must for me. Especially with university right now. What's important to me in my Thrive is my black label. And then I take off the plus line, Expand by Thrive. Now these are also capsules. They are nootropics. They are for focus and cognitive improvement, you know, memory improvement. If you're looking for memory and focus, Expand's going to be a must for you also. If you're looking for weight loss, maybe you want to start with the 3 steps, like everyone and their mother on Thrive tells you need. If you want a pick-me-up with your mental health, you're going to need a black label. So what really makes a difference to me in my weight loss and my mental health and my memory and focus is these 2 products right here. I will take this over the basic 3 simple steps any day, and on auto ship they're about half the price that these are. When I am getting it for free anyway, I will also do the capsules. I feel that gives me a little more energy, a little more pep in my step. It's kind of like when you find products that you can mix and match. That's what I did going into Thrive. Every month I got my credits, but it's really everybody is different, and that's what it comes down to. So that's kind of my review of the products, but when we're talking about Thrive as a whole, as an MLM, I want to get a little bit into the promoter side of it. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit long. I just want to get everything out there to you, okay? Just so you know the good, bad, and the ugly. Okay. Alright, so before we even get into the promoter side of things, let's talk about these 3 simple steps. Yes, they are simple, but they are also quite expensive. Now, as a customer, you too are able to get free products. Now, something that is consistent here with the MLM genre is that free is not always free. I mean, first of all, let's give Thrive this. Signing up as a customer or promoter is free. The kind of free that's free. You don't even have to put in a credit card number. That's pretty free to me. So if you want to check it out because you are an anti-MLM stalker or because you're genuinely interested in Thrive, my link is in the description and the comments. Please push yes for the referral. Don't judge me. So that's making your account. So they say it's free because their expectation is that everybody is going to buy all 3 steps. By the way, I think that's about $150 for all 3 steps. So, in that logic, if you have 2 people under you, 1 and 2, and they both spend $150 to buy theirs, you will also get $150 as the average of those 2 sales. So you would think you would get yours free too, right? Wrong, because you still have to pay shipping. And you would anyway, because if it's $150 and you just got 150 credits, you would look at it like, well, it's only going to cover 150 because it's only 150, right? So say that one of them upgrades because they want black labels instead of regular patches because these regular patches suck. So they get black labels. So now the average between those 2 people under you, who remember is still only just a customer, the average is enough to cover your shipping cost. Isn't that great? No, it's not, because what nobody will tell you is you can't pay shipping with credits. Boo-hoo. But you get used to it, because really, with Thrive, that is not true, unless you are also using the products, which, if you like the products, which I do, I feel they speak for themselves, and you actually do end up making some money if you end up being a promoter, then that money in turn can pay for your shipping. That's some money that you're going to get cut off from what you are keeping. Profit, right? Now, something I should have started off with is the fact that anti-MLMers want to talk about how you are not the CEO of your business, which I agree, because if there's already a CEO, then it's not you. But they want to talk about how it's not your own business at all, and how you're losing money. But I don't know if you've ever had your own business. This is actually like a stat that you can look up. When you start your own business, for pretty much like the first 3 years, you are losing money, okay? The 4th year, you pretty much break even, and then around the 5th year is when you actually start making money. So if you're going to look at an MLM as your own business, then the money making kind of fits. It kind of fits that timeline, you know? Like, you are losing money at first. I had to find out for myself if the products would speak for themselves before I felt morally able to promote the products, you know? So it kind of depends on how you're using it and all of that. So I wish somebody would have really explained to me that whole, it's not really help 2 of your friends get healthy and then you're on a free ride. You know, it kind of is, but not exactly. Because what we also didn't go over is that if one of those people still buys all of the products for $150 and then the other person caters them to only what they need the way that I do, then that month you're only going to get the average of those sales. So you are not going to get $150, and if you still want all 3 products, you're going to have to pay for the difference. But nobody's forcing you to buy those products. Even if you're on auto ship, which we will talk a little bit more about, because that saves you $12 to $15 on every product. So basically, auto ship is paying for the shipping. Even if you're on auto ship, you control that from your own account. You can pause any months that you would like, and you can cancel it whenever you would like. But we're going to talk more about that. Another thing that isn't mentioned in the help two of your friends get healthy and you will thrive free, is that if one of those friends don't end up enjoying the product and they don't want to continue, or they just really don't have the funds for it, if one of those friends, your friends, don't buy anything that month, you no longer have what was needed to give you those credits. So that's something that I don't feel was initially explained very well to me. So basically, that's the 3 products. The capsule, which comes in men or women's, but the only difference is 5 milligrams caffeine. The shake and the DFT patch. Those are the main 3 steps. Now, the way that I take them, as I already told you, I'm not a shake person. So that's out. Sometimes I take this, depending on if I give some of my credits away or not that month. The only time I'm going to spend money on Thrive will be if I didn't make enough credits to get the 2 things that are very important to me. None of these basic 3 steps is that. I could take these or leave these, but if you are purely looking for a weight loss, well, my assumption is, if you're trying to lose weight, you either have to use all 3 of these steps, or if you get rid of the regular ones and add in the Black Label or Burn, which is a dual DFT, which is 2 pieces, you can get rid of one of these steps. That's my understanding is from seeing experience, okay? But no, I do not believe that you absolutely have to have all 3 steps. I really don't. I think that you should, mix and match and see what works for you. If you get all 3 steps and you really like them, that's fine. You can even, like I said, get credits for those, just even if you're only a customer, if 2 other people want to also do it. But $150 is a lot of money per month, I live in New York and I could not do that. My upline, who I used to work with, she started thriving in Colorado and now lives in California. So I don't know how California's treating her, but in Colorado, I think she was a little more able to. The majority of people that I have who thrive with me are in different states, like Idaho, Texas, Connecticut, Jersey. I really don't have anybody from New York. And I think that's because the cost of living in New York is so high, and it's really just not affordable unless you're not paying for it. As I was saying, my upline was living in Colorado when she started Thrive, and her upline lives in Canada. So before I figured out how to market this outside of the people that I know and outside of the States, and I was telling them, like, look, there are a lot of people who genuinely want to try Thrive or have even done Thrive in the past and loved it and just couldn't afford it. That is the issue. They can't afford it here. And, they just really, they weren't understanding it. And I think that is what it has to do with, that the cost of living in New York is so high. So if I had not only had to pay for my first month of Thrive, I would not be able to afford the way that I do it. But back to the 3 steps. I keep getting out of line here in the order I want to talk about things. So the secret that they don't seem to want you to know is, or it's just because everybody is different and this is how I am, and one of the big things about Thrive to me is with the mental health, the Black Label does for you most of what those 3 steps do for you. Now, something that I do, I don't think you're supposed to do, and you're probably not supposed to tell people you can do, but you can use the auto ship every single month for the discount. And even though you are still doing it every single month, you can cancel the auto ship right after you get the discount, like, just to make sure that you don't get charged, like, without thinking about it. And as soon as you cancel your auto ship, you can take the credit card off of the account if you want. If you're gonna keep buying, there's not really a point, but you can. And I think that's important because there are so many people doing Thrive right now losing money because they are scared to do the auto ship. The auto ship gets you $12 to $15 off, depending what product it's on, but they're losing that money because they are afraid to sign up for something monthly because other MLMs or other whatever make it impossible to cancel. And so people are literally afraid of that. And this is where some of the, like, shady-ish things are. And that's kind of the difference between Thrive and other MLMs, is there are some, like, shady things, but they're more on the surface, you know? They're more like that, for instance, is it almost seems like they know that people are afraid to do that now because of all these other MLMs and stuff. So it's almost like they know people are going to pay extra money and not take that big discount. It's like offering a discount because you know most people aren't going to take it. Does that make sense? I don't really think that's why they make such a big discount on that, but the way to go is auto ship. Even if you cancel it right after you order. Do it to save money. Or don't. Do whatever you think's best. Don't mind the clothes switch. I noticed that I forgot a couple things, so I just wanted to put them in here to make sure that I hit every little point. I had seen in a video the promoter packs, okay? Somebody who wasn't in Thrive was seeing the promoter packs, which is $200, $400, or $800. Now, in this video, this person who didn't know anything about Thrive was looking at the promoter packs, trying to say that is a buy-in. Like, to join, you have to spend at least $200, $400, or $800 to buy in. That is absolutely not true. There is no buy-in for Thrive. You can sign up for free. You don't even put in a credit card, nothing like that. What the promoter packs are is if you want supply to make trials, because you're never buying product to sell to somebody wholesale. Everything is drop shipped from the site. So you don't have to do any of that. But if you want product to make into trials or to have on hand for your friends that are local or anything like that, that is when you would buy the promoter packs. Or you could buy that to get your products in bulk to save money as well. So that's what the promoter packs are for. You are never forced to buy one. That is totally up to you if you want to. So I just wanted to correct that because the video I had seen, they acted like that was a buy-in that was necessary, and it absolutely is not. Next, the minimum PV, that personal volume that needs to be spent, is $100 a month to stay active. That's it. I've had no issue at all because here's the thing. It's called personal volume, but if you don't have to spend $100 every month. If you make at least $100 in sales, that covers your PV and you're good for that month. If you do buy anything for yourself, even if you use credits, if you use $100 worth of credits, that covers your PV. You're done. So it's $100 a month that you have to either sell or buy or use credits for, whatever. It's not hard to get. I haven't had to worry about it or try at all. I don't even pay attention to it because that's really, you know, $100 in sales for a month, that's not much at all, especially if you're using credits to buy stuff and you're taking care of that. So that is very different, I feel, compared to other MLMs because they have like ridiculous monthly quotas that they have people like buying their own product for to meet just to stay on that commission, okay? And here's the thing. If you did not get $100 in sales to make that personal volume, I wouldn't even worry about it, because so what? You can't get the commission that month? If you sold less than $100, you're not going to get that much in commission anyway. So it's kind of like, it's not something to stress out about at all, I don't think. So there's no buy-in fee. If there was, I would have never done it, because I did not cough up that $99 for Unique. No, sir. No, ma'am. None of that. The only reason I paid for my first month of products that I wanted to use personally was because it turned out I didn't feel right promoting something that I'd never tried. Now, I did want to use Thrive for weight loss, but when I was originally told that if you get 2 people under you, you too can thrive for free, I wanted to do that. You know, I didn't expect to pay any money at all. But then it turns out you don't get your credits until the 2nd of the month. Every month on the 2nd, that's when you get the credits. So it's not like you can just sign up on the 4th and have 2 people under you, like, ready. It's not like you're just going to get your credits right away. You're still going to have to wait till the 2nd of the month, no matter when you sign up. So that's when you're going to get your credits. I wish somebody would have told me that. So I was like, alright, I'll pay for the first month. Fine, whatever. So I paid for the first month, but I only bought Black Labels and Expand. I did not buy the package of all the 3 steps. So if there's no buy-in and you don't have to buy anything to sell it, because that's just crazy. Why would you buy stuff from the company so that you can then have to send it out? Especially right now, it's a terrible time to do that, because it's multiple people touching things that you don't want that to, no. So why would you do that? Why would you do all of those steps? No. It is drop shipped. You don't have to buy shit that other people are buying. No. But here's the thing. The reason that I ended up with these, by the way, I did not spend any of my own money for these. It was either money that I made or credits I received. The reason that I have these is for samples, trials. You don't want to call them samples, because samples alludes to them being free. If you want to give out free samples, that's up to you, but that's a great way to lose money. And if your upline is telling you to give out free samples, they know that you're going to have to spend your money to replace that if you're going to want to give out any other samples, or if it's your own supply. So I don't recommend doing that. What I do, in the way that I get people who are actually interested, instead of bothering my friends and family, or the worst thing ever, hold messaging. You know, that message that you get from someone in high school. Hey girl, just thought you might want to try this whatever because I saw you were going through this whatever. Yeah, don't do that ever. I would never tell anyone to do that. That's the best way to get people to block and delete you. So cold messaging is a big no. What I do is I make my sample packs, and people who actually are interested purchase the trial off of my shop on their own. And then they get the products, they see what they think. And if they want to continue, they go to the link on the business card that I included, and they sign up. The sign up is free, no credit card or anything, literally just your name, your phone number, and your email. And then when you actually want to buy something, that's when you pay money. So that's how that whole thing works. But the thing is, how anti-MLMers like to talk about that thing where Karen likes to say, I'm the CEO of the MLM, no matter what MLM they are in. I'm here to tell you, no, hunty, you are not the CEO, because These trials that are doing so well for me and in turn helping the company keep getting copyright infringement marked and taken down by somebody on Le-vel's team. Which is really odd because I'm on Le-vel's team. So technically I work for them, except wait, no. It's my own business. But wait, no. I'm like CEO, right? They're my products, right? Well, that wouldn't be copyright infringement, would it? I'm still confused. But either way, that is how I have been the most successful with getting these products in the hands of people who actually want them. And that's how I have kept from randomly messaging and bothering people who really don't want them. So that's a good way to do it, is trial packs, but I don't recommend giving them out for free because the products speak for themselves and they're worth money and they cost money. So anything you're giving out free, you are paying for either with your money or with your credits. And if that's what you want to do, that's fine. But if not, I'm not going to tell you to. Another thing is when people make posts about joining Thrive, which I've seen my upline do, I don't make posts like this because they don't make sense to me. You know, if you're not that dumb or that in a desperate place that you don't think about it, then it doesn't make sense. But they like to post, do you want to save $150 just by helping 2 of your friends get healthy? But what isn't in that post is the fact that you're not going to save $150 like that you're already spending. You're going to save $150 on Thrive products that you aren't spending money on yet. So it's basically like if you want the products, you can save money on them in the long run. So it's not really exactly what they just said. Do you want to save $150 by helping 2 of your friends get healthy? But another route they go, which this is kind of questionable. They talk about saving $150. And that is because when you do the 3-step system, they say that it can replace coffee. That you won't crave for your coffee, you know, because there's already caffeine in it and you shouldn't need caffeine from coffee. And it's clean energy, you know, clean cut energy. So you shouldn't need your coffee anymore. For me, that wasn't a happening thing because I like the taste of my coffee. I enjoy my coffee. I look forward to my coffee. Since getting sober, my coffee is one of the only daily things I can look forward to. So, coffee is important to me, and I wasn't going to cut it out. But if you're willing to cut it out, and you would be able to if you were essentially taking whatever products you fit to your needs. If you are willing to cut your coffee out, let's say you go to Dunkin' or Starbucks and like average, let's say you're spending $5 a day on coffee, okay? And actually, that's not far-fetched for me because I usually buy $2, $3 coffees at Dunkin' Donuts every day. So, let's say you're going to spend $5 a day on coffee. For a month, it's 30 days, you're going to spend $150 on your coffee. So you stop buying your coffee and you buy Thrive. That $150 moves over here. You're not actually spending any money that you wouldn't have been spending. And then what happens is you have friends who see you doing it and you're losing weight and you're feeling good and you are not buying coffee anymore. So they are interested. And then you are able to start getting your credits, and then you're able to start saving that $100 and whatever dollars. So it's kind of like a iffy kind of deal, but that's what they're saying when they say that is because you can cut out coffee and save money, you could then afford these products. But I myself was not willing to cut out my coffee. Let's talk about the perks of Thrive. One of the big ones I want to get out of the way is the car bonus, because every MLM has that big beautiful car bonus, and you can lease a car, and as long as you stay at whatever rank you needed to be at, your MLM will pay your car lease. But if you don't hit a certain amount of sales every single month and you rank down, your MLM is not going to pay your car lease, but you're still signed on. So guess who's going to pay it? You guessed it. You are. So that's a big no from this girl. You're not going to see me signing on to a car bonus. I think that might be another thing that isn't explained well to people. It's kind of something that I was just able to figure out on my own. Don't take the car bonus, because what happens is if you don't take the car bonus, you get cash. And you can do whatever you want with that cash. It's just, most people are going to pick the car because you get a lot more towards the lease than you get in cash. And it seems like a better deal. But that's how they get these people getting so desperate that they turn into Hun bots and lie to you and whatever to make a sale because they can't afford this car lease. They have to now. Now they're getting a little desperate. So that's a big no. Don't do that. Never do the car bonus. Take the cash, honey. Okay? Alright. We got that one out of the way. Another big one is going to be the getaways and the vacations and whatevers. I don't really focus on rank because I think that's when people start to get like an obsession and a desperation, is when they're all about what rank they are and then holding their rank and all of that. So I don't actually know that much about the Thrive Paloozas and getaways to Jamaica, except if you make a certain amount of sales or you get a certain amount of promoters underneath you or whatever, then you can get a free trip, all expenses paid. But I think that is similar to other MLMs where you either still have to pay like for the plane ticket or something. But I'm not really that worried about that because I didn't sign up for vacations. That would be cool. I would take it if it really was all free and everything. Maybe. I actually couldn't see me going to one of the conventions because I think that's where they start brainwashing people. I know, like the Mary Kay ones that you would see that they'd have. I know Mary Kay's closed now, but they like make you chant stuff and they're like, don't you want to be successful too? And all that. I don't know. I have no idea what they're like because I probably would never go. That's just not my scene. I don't want to be with all the desperate people. Just know, don't bonus buy, which is spending your own money to hit these bonuses to get one of the vacations, because usually they're not 100% paid for. The only other perk I'm going to talk about is the actual bonuses, like cha-chang bonuses. The first bonus you're going to see as a promoter will be the VIP 800/1600. This is a little icky. There's a little bit of ickiness to it, but not, I don't want to say not intentionally because I think it is intentional, but it's not hidden from you at all. And it's almost, in Le-vel's terms, when you sign up, it strictly says that bonus buying is not allowed. And that is when you buy product to raise your sales to try to in turn get the bonuses. And that is what a lot of people will talk about these other MLMs, that their uplines actually encourage them to do. Like, I know Mary Kay had a Mary Kay credit card, and you could just put shit on that credit card and rack it up, not paying attention to it, so that you could make your quotas every month and this and that, whatever, get some bonuses until you realize you got screwed. That's what bonus buying is, and Thrive's terms actually say anybody bonus buying will be suspended without pay. But realistically, anybody bonus buying is going to get screwed. That's just what it is. Because from the very first bonus, the 800, 1600 VIPs, it's basically like that is how much you have to sell, okay? So you sell $800, and then you get the first bonus, which is, it's a $400 bonus, and then like $160 commission, and then $100 in credits. So product. So it's cash, $560, and then $100 to spend on product. So you can either spend it on your stuff for you or stuff to make up trials. And then the other half of it, this isn't the first 2 weeks, by the way. You have the first 2 weeks of pushing your promoter button. So something they do tell you is that, well, my upline told me at least, is that you should wait, stay a customer until you have 2 people want to sign up underneath you. Because you have to have 2 auto ships for that. So as soon as you push your promoter button, you have 2 weeks to get these done. So once you hit 800, you're good with those bonuses. You're Gucci. You will get those. But if you hit 1600 in sales, it doubles. You get $800 cash bonus, $320 cash commission, and $200 in credits to pay for product, your own or for trials. So something that I have heard of getting misconstrued with this, people will end up thinking that that's the bonus, that it's $800 and then $1,600. So then they will think that it makes sense to bonus buy and buy into it to get the extra commission and the extra product credits. So because of the label, the 800, 1600, it gets a little lost in the mind that it's actually, the original bonus is only 400, 800. So if you bonus buy for those thinking you're going to get the money back, you're not. You're going to get half the money with a pretty good commission on it, but you're going to lose money. If you bonus buy to get that, you will lose money. So basically that is something to know, that the only way that you're really going to lose money is if you're trying to beat the system, because the system isn't created to be beat, alright? So I think that was everything I wanted to talk about. I'm hoping you guys can tell that was my genuine review, my genuine opinion, even though I am a promoter now. I'm still adamant to tell anybody who does sign up, or maybe even is planning to and asking questions, I'm adamant to make sure they know what I wish I knew. A couple other little things. I also wanted to mention that people who broke out or anything from the DFTs, I don't really ever hear that about the Black Label actually, but I've heard that with Burn, that duo DFT, and I've heard it with the regular ones. That is either because some people have sensitive skin, but that's very unlikely that's why. It's usually because you're supposed to put it on a different part of your body. You're not supposed to put it on the same exact spot over and over again in a row. It's gonna irritate skin if you continuously put it in the same spot, because it's literally taking all of that vitamins and nutrients and putting it through your pores into your bloodstream. So if you continuously put a patch in the same spot over and over and over, of course it's going to irritate the skin and give it a rash. Another thing that is cool about the DFTs is that if you don't want people to ask you about it, you just don't put it somewhere they can see it, you know? Like, just, there you go. No DFT. I did quickly want to tell you guys that something that I will take sometimes, since I don't do the shake, basically what I've done is I've created my own 3 steps that work for me. But is great about Thrive is that you can individualize it to you. I have created my own 3 steps that work for me. Expand, which is nootropics, black labels, and then this pure clean energy shot here. It's just called Pure. It comes in 2 different flavors, blackberry watermelon and cherry limeade. This has a shit ton of vitamins and everything too. This is a clean energy shot, and that's what I would take instead of the shake. I don't love the taste of these though, so they're better if you mix them with something. Like, I like to mix them with Gatorade. I guess my point is that there are tons of different things you can mix and match instead of doing this expensive ass 3-step thing that they advertise as what you have to do the 8-week experience. And you know, Thrive isn't going to do everything for you in 8 weeks. It's an ongoing process. The more results you want, the longer you keep doing it. The longer you want to hold on to your results, the longer you keep doing it. I don't have experience on if you lose the results that you gained once you stop. I have no idea because I haven't stopped yet. One of the biggest things I wanted to touch on, which I already did touch on a little bit, is the fact that there's no buy-in, okay? And this is for promoters. That's who would be worried about this, basically, not customers, I feel like. Just the fact that there's no buy-in. The reason I never did any other MLM is because of that, because that's a huge red flag. If they're asking you for money before you have even started, before you're even getting anything, before you have made any money, that's a big red flag going up, alright? So no buy-in cost. The only thing I spent money on other than stuff to make sample packs after they were already sold was business cards. These business cards I think are super cute. They have all your info on the back. And the thing is, they were $15 for 250, and nobody said I had to buy these. I just decided to after a while because I was kind of tired of explaining the product to people who saw my DFT, and it says all the good stuff on the back. Thrive 8-week experience, weight management, cognitive performance, digestive and immune support, healthy joint function. That is something that it has helped me with a lot because I had joint aches before. Lean muscle support, calms general discomfort, and age-defying and antioxidant support. I'm not sure about that one, but so it says all that great stuff. And something else that I liked about the business cards was that I was able to put whatever website I wanted. So I actually put my Linktree on instead of my Thrive site, and then on my Linktree is Thrive Experience. So if they go there, they can obviously find it. But I really like that because you're not even forced to put strictly the Thrive site on the business card. So that's the only other thing I spent money on. And I mean, like I said, this isn't going to be your only stream of income, but it is extra money. So I guess I'm hoping that this review, even though I am currently a promoter, I'm hoping that you recognized my honesty throughout this review. I'm sorry if it's really long. There was a lot of points I wanted to hit. And if you are an anti-MLM-er, feel free to check out my link because it is free to sign up. You're not a promoter until you hit the promote button, which I don't recommend doing right away anyway, because if you want to be a promoter, you want to be able to hit your 2 bonuses. I was only able to hit the 800 VIP, but that was a nice $560 cash and $100 in product. Liked that a lot. So if you are a anti-MLMer who wants to look at all of that stuff that you can't infiltrate on other MLMs because there's a buy-in, Thrive is a great one because it costs nothing. So I'll put my link in the description and in the comments. My hope is that I will get less anti-MLMers trying to snoop and more people who want to check it out. Like I said, it's completely free to even make an account. And yeah, there's no buy-in. You're not even a promoter right away. You can literally just see what the products are. I personally think they speak for themselves, but that is the Black Label and Expand. That's what I'm talking about. People like the 3 steps. People like to trade for the Black Label instead of the regular DFT. Other than that, they seem to like the 3 steps. They really like the shakes, which is weird because, like I said, I'm not a shake person. But if you're going to get the shake, get the canister so that you can make it last a whole month. Any questions? Put them in the comments. Joining most MLMs is not free, but you know what is? Hitting that subscribe button. I promise my channel really doesn't have anything to do with MLMs. I'm actually a tarot reader, which is currently my mainstream of income because I am not yet monetized on YouTube. And like I said, MLMs are really only one source of income. They're not going to be your entire source of income. So my primary job while I'm a full-time student is tarot, but what I put on my channel is pick a card tarot readings. So those are free for you. And I also do some manifestation, law of attraction stuff, and I read some books. So if you want some adult bedtime stories that you can listen to while you fall asleep, your own personal person to read to you, I am your girl. If you believe this was an honest review, please hit that thumbs up button. Please don't be rude in the comments because I just have this fear that we're going to see the true colors of the anti-MLMers who are only making the videos for views and money in their own pockets, taking away money from other women. Not that only women thrive, but Thrive actually gets a lot more men, I feel like, than other MLMs do because they're targeted to women. But, they're actually making it more likely that women will lose money in MLMs by making the videos like that. Some of them are generally warning people that MLMs aren't always honest, but others are really just like grouping all MLMs together and scaring people and lining their own pockets with money from getting views. So I don't think that's right. I just wanted to throw that somewhere in this video. Anyway, I'm hoping that we won't see people's true colors in the comments. I'm hoping that even if it's not people saying they want to try Thrive, I'm just hoping the comments will be kind. If you have questions, that's fine. If you have a comment that is actually constructive criticism, that's fine. I just don't want to see fighting. I don't want to see rude people. You can tell me your experience with Thrive, how it was, and why. But please don't make comments like, Thrive is a scam, period, with nothing else to go by. You see what I'm getting at? Alright. Regardless, give me a chance and hit that subscribe button because if you notice, I am still a small creator and I would love to be monetized because I'm a full-time student looking for extra streams of income. And that's why I thrive. Also because it helps with my mental health and staying sober, which I cannot promise for you. But for me, Thrive did help a lot with putting all of that vitamins and nutrients back into my body that I didn't have from years of doing drugs. Don't judge me, please. I am 2 years sober. I feel like I'm still going to get that hate comment like, years of drugs will make you join an MLM. Sorry, I already said it. It's not as effective now. No, but really, it really helped with my mental state of mind. And it wasn't like I got sober and then joined already. I was already sober for like a year already, and I watched for about 9 months to see what it was all about and if it was going to come and go like the other ones. And I feel I really did my research and everything. And it was really a nice bonus that the people who were telling me they would help me make money weren't trying to take my money away from me before I was even in. So that was nice. I'm sorry if this was very long, but I'm happy that you were here and I'm happy if you made it till the end. I may or may not make another video on my Thrive experience or MLMs altogether ever in the future. I'm pretty much anti-MLM, but Thrive was luckily different. And that's probably why it's the only one that I ever tried. And I'm still in. Thanks for watching, friends. Hopefully you will subscribe and ring the notification bell, stick around so that I can see you again. If you want to check out Thrive for yourself and look around at it, sign up for free at my link that I will put in the description in the comments. Please push yes the referral or I will never be able to send you credits. And thanks, friends. See you next time. Bye.